Hey guys, Abby here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am bringing you a video about swingers. The good, the bad, and the funny. I know I've only done a couple videos on that lifestyle. Um, I know the one that I did previously that I shared with you guys was a story about a swinger party gone wrong. Um, and then there was another one that I did that were secret signs of swingers. Um, I'll leave those links to those videos in the description of this video. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. But today, um, I am bringing some good things that you can look forward to if you choose to engage in this lifestyle, or, some bad things that you might want to watch out for, be aware of, um, and a few funny stories that I found along the way doing my research. Okay, so neighbors really need to stop coming in and out. How rude. Anyway, so here we go. The good. The good in engaging in this lifestyle is in the swinging lifestyle, if that's what you would like, and other swingers have, um, put this out there, and these are some positive feedback type things that they've um, found in engaging in this, and that was meeting really nice people. Some of them even becoming lifelong friends that they hang out with and vacation with. Um, kind of nice to have like-minded people with you, because not everybody approves of that particular lifestyle. So it's nice to have at least a few friends, um, especially when it's not for everyone. And a lot of people are, a lot of times, people can get quite critical of that. So that is one positive. Um, Another positive that they said was swinger parties. Um, Now, I know I shared my party story that was kind of like all wrong, but it can be a positive thing. It's a great way to meet couples that you're interested in, and you can chat and get to know them, um, and see if there's a connection without having pressure of meeting an individual couple privately, and the pressure of expectations, um, and being disappointed. You kind of avoid that, and you meet someone in an open type setting like that at a party. You can always make personal plans, um, if you guys, you know, hit it off. Another good thing about it is keeping your tango life spicy. So, yeah, some people use as a means to spice up their tango life. Um, every now and then. Some people do it all the time. Just depends on you and your partner. Another good reason is from it, and I know I've said this before, um, about cuckolding, but swingers that have been interviewed found this as a positive as well. And that was couples can deepen their emotional connection and build stronger trust. So that can be a positive about that. I can understand the emotional connection for sure, and the building of trust, because in my opinion, engaging in that lifestyle takes a great deal of openness and honesty. Another good reason It can provide the opportunity for you and your partner, here we go, to communicate more openly about their desires and their boundaries, which can lead to a stronger and more fulfilling relationship between the two of you. So, now we get on to the bad. The bad. Beware of picture collectors. These are the people who will lure you into sharing private photos with the hopes of you meeting them, when all they really want is to add a few naughty pics to their collection and have absolutely no intention of meeting you. That happens a lot on the different sites like the FetLife or the Swinger Zone or wherever you go, whatever platform, website you use to, locate people in your area. So something to watch out for. Many people, another bad thing about it, not so great thing about it, is many people lie about the details of themselves when it comes to age, weight, and appearance. And I can vouch for that and say that is true. Another not so great thing about it is the disrespect of other couples who will stand you up and or ghost you, and when you're trying to confirm the date, thus wasting your time and your energy, when you could have had done something else. So yeah, that's not always cool, guys. Communicate. If it's, not working for you, you say yes, you'll meet, and then you decide, maybe not. At least be polite about it and say, hey, shoot them a text, a message, whatever you do, however you communicate, and just say, hey, I had some second thoughts. I don't think that this is going to be the right situation for us. Thanks in any way. No harm, no foul. You're not mean, you're not rude, you're not degrading, you're not nasty to anyone. And everyone's lives move on. No time wasted. Another not so great thing is poor hygiene. This should be a given, in my opinion, but shower, brush your teeth, be clean. If you're dirty, sweaty, take a shower. You just came home from work and you got that not so fresh feeling, take a shower. That can be a huge turnoff, unless you've gotten to know these people and they like it like that. But yeah, brush your teeth, comb your hair, look presentable. Nobody says you have to look like a glamour shot or someone that just walked off the runway, but make yourself look decent. You're trying to attract these people and make a connection. Another not so great thing is jealousy, insecurity, and a strain on the relationship. If you're not secure in your relationship to begin with and you decide that you want to explore this type of lifestyle, that's just a recipe for disaster. And then another not so great thing is the risk of sexually transmitted infections, and that's sometimes even with protection. So you want to be careful who you're doing what with and how you're doing it. Okay, so we'll get to the funny now. A couple funny stories that I found. The first one was the couple was chatting with the female of a couple on Yahoo Chat, and they had asked to chat via the webcam, and for some reason this woman they were chatting with, the female from the couple, she just couldn't get her webcam to work for some strange reason. Um, and then she went on to send a few more pictures to the couple. And a few weeks later, um, the initial couples asked to chat with the husband of this woman who couldn't fix their webcam or couldn't get their webcam to work. And what does the husband do? He sends them pictures of them as the couple that they were pretending to be, with a totally different girl in the photo. Yeah. So the woman that sent the pictures saying this is me, the husband sends pictures of the two of them, him with another woman. So, claiming that was his partner. People, you gotta watch out. People are just stupid. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I won't get into that. Um, some, and here's a kind of a semi-personal story. Some swinger friends of ours, they had been, like, they were trying to create this big group of people, and bring more people in, sort of thing. And they invited a new couple that they had been chatting with for a few weeks to a party that a swinger party they were hosting in their home. And they were telling us their photos were great, and the info online said they were in their 30s. They come to the night, fast forward to the night of the party. There's a knock at the door, and everyone looks to see who's arriving. And they were kind of like the last people to arrive. They opened the door, and the host couple was kind of surprised because this couple didn't look very familiar, and they weren't really sure who showed up at their door. Because this couple that was at their door were kind of chunky when all their photos were nice, slim, in shape, pictures. Pictures of them like 30-year-olds. But they were chunky and in their 60s, and they introduced themselves by name when the host couple opened the door. And that's the only way that they knew who these people were. And needless to say, the group was also quite surprised, and they weren't invited back to the next party. That's one of those bad things you definitely have to watch out for, because people will misrepresent themselves, and they will, put up photos of them obviously being younger, slimmer, whatever, looking a certain way, and show up and be like a totally different person. Like, no, but if you're 40, don't put your pictures from when you were like 20. That, it is what it is. You want people to like you for what you are, because then you're not going in there and running the risk of being embarrassed or humiliated because you were representing something else, and that's not what those people were interested in. I've seen people turn other people away, been like, thanks, but no thanks. So something to be watchful for. And the next story is um, that we had found was this couple said that they were new to swinging and had made a couple of profiles on different sites um, of themselves with, obviously pictures. And they were contacted by another couple via email. And when they had asked to exchange photos, um, the couple that contacted them sent them pictures of them, the other couple, saying that this was me. Like they just picked up some pictures and said this is me, not realizing that, hello, this is who you're sending this person their photo, basically. Um, and they had a good sense of humor about it. I would have been a little more upset, I think. Um, but yeah, uh, I can tell you a really funny story, like a personal experience we had. We had been chatting with another couple, um, guy and girl, and they were like, "Yeah, let's meet." Da da da, you know, totally representing themselves as a couple the whole time. Well, comes the night of the meeting, this guy shows up by himself. So, like, we're like, okay, what's going on here? Kind of weird. But yeah, so he shows up, just this guy by himself. So, we sit down and we're like, oh, where's your girlfriend? Because they represented themselves as a guy and a girl. Um, and he's like, oh, yeah, my girlfriend decided to leave me last week, and she said she wanted to go to Florida to take care of her mother who's sick, and she packed all of her things and just left. And then when she got there, she told me she wasn't coming back. And we're like, think you could have shared that information beforehand? We chatted with you for a week. Why you wait until you show up at our door? So yeah, that was a kind of crazy night. And then, like, he just kind of sat there and just like rambled on about God only knows what. Just talked like he occupied the whole conversation. Um, and it kind of got to a point where you're like, oh, our daughter's gonna be home, and he's like, oh, well, that's okay. I'll just go hide behind the curtains. She won't see me. No, buddy. That's our polite way of telling you it's time to go. So, anyway, that was a trip. That was an interesting night. So, there's our funny story. So, if you have any funny swinger stories and you want to share them with us, have any thoughts about some good points about it, some bad points about it, let me know your opinions. Leave them in the comments. Shoot me an email. And until next time, everybody, love hugs and smoky kisses.